Are you bored? I'm wearing sweatpants. You're most likely in quarantine because of this whole worldwide pandemic that's going on. I have a few things and few ideas that you can do to keep yourself occupied when you're at home. Because we can't actually leave our house when we're bored. We have to stay inside, which kind of sucks. I know how it feels to be scrolling across all these what to do when you're bored videos and then not actually doing what anyone says in them because they're not actually practical or you're just like so lazy or something. So I have a lot of options, even lazy ones that you can do, and hopefully you can come out of this video with something to do. First thing you can do is to sort through all of your clothes. To keep yourself organized and busy is to clean out all your fall and winter stuff as of right now and bring in summer clothes or whatever and just switch your closets around. You could do the same thing at the end of summer and like bring in all your winter clothes, put away all your summer. It's just kind of like a seasonal organizing thing. Once you're done sorting all of your seasonal clothes and you need to get rid of your fall and winter clothes that you don't need anymore, you can go sell them on like Poshmark for money if they're in good condition, and if not, donate them. You basically have to sit at home, take pictures of this stuff, be on your computer and list all the things, which is kind of boring. But if you're gonna be home and sitting around, you might as well do it anyways, and you get money out of it. There. I hope the framing is just like how it was in the last bit of video that was there, because my card was saying that it was full, so I had to like erase it and stuff. Another thing you could do is to paint something. You could learn how to paint, or you could just paint because you like to paint. I did a painting not too long ago and I actually really liked it, and it's really soothing and therapeutic to pass time with, especially if you get some chill kind of music going on in the background. If you're not artistically talented and you like to play a musical instrument, you could do that. My sister plays guitar and I cannot play an instrument. I've tried so many different types of instruments, but I just can't. I don't know. The next thing you can do is to bake something. Bake banana bread. I don't know why, but everyone's doing that in quarantine. It's like a thing going around. I could also do cookies. Cookies is something I do a lot. I've probably made over 100 batches while in quarantine, like literally no joke. So I mean, you could really do anything, and if you ever wanted to learn how to cook or bake, this is the time now. Like, you got all the time in the world. Another thing you can do, which is kind of really obvious, is to make a TikTok. I just said it. Or you can make your own dance. That will take a very, very long time. I've never made my own dance, but a lot of people like doing that. For me, just to even make one TikTok, it like takes me at least an hour. Yeah, and by the way, you should follow my TikTok. Another thing you can do, I need to stop saying that. It's like gonna be me saying that like 30 times throughout the video. The next thing you can do is to start a YouTube channel. I didn't start my YouTube channel while in quarantine, but I did start it like 2 weeks before this whole thing kind of started. And now it's actually kind of helpful with all this time on my hands that I can actually start my channel and focus a lot more into it without having school, like public school obviously. Great, the lighting's changing. I really hope you don't mind this, I'm sorry. But if you're too scared to start a YouTube channel, which I was for quite a bit, you can always just make fake videos. I know one of my friends have been vlogging this whole quarantine thing but not posting it anywhere. She's just doing it for like her own entertainment and memories, and just keep it to yourself. I mean, it gives you something to edit, which takes like a really, really long time. Now I know you might not want to do this one, but I actually started doing it and it's actually kind of fun almost. I can't believe I'm saying that, but the quarantine is getting to me, and that is reading a book. I have to clean all of this up now. I don't really read that much, and I used to, but I don't really do that anymore, and I'm sure you guys are probably like, ew, like reading a book, I'm not gonna do that. But you can actually pass a lot of time doing it. Highly recommend it. I'm sorry, the lighting is just gonna change like 20 different times during this video. So the next thing you can do is to make a bucket list. Here's mine from last year, for example. Just says summer bucket list 2019 and all the things I actually did and checked off of. I plan on making one this year, but stay tuned because I think I'm actually gonna do a video of it so it can also give you guys inspiration on what you wanna put on your summer bucket list. Keep an eye out for that one. Scrolling on Pinterest is a really good way to pass time, to also create boards for things you actually want to do. Like for example, I have one for a bedroom inspiration, things I want to do and revamp my room in a sense. Like for example, summer outfits, like start boards and stuff. It's actually really, really fun. You should also follow my Pinterest. If none of these options are working for you so far, another thing you can do is just take a nap. Just sleep if you don't know what else to do. During quarantine, I've really started to make a lot more friendship bracelets. It's not just because it's the whole visco girl kind of trend. Like, I genuinely do like wearing a lot of bracelets in the summer, but I'll wear like 50 different types of bracelets on my wrist like in the summertime. Sometimes I buy them from Pura Vida, but I do like to make a lot of them. If you never learned how to make a friendship bracelet, like, you should totally do that during quarantine and give them to your friends or family. It's actually a really big trend with people cleaning out their closets and going back to the second option, sell all those clothes once you're done cleaning out your closet. You can also reorganize your room. Move your bed to a different side on the wall, or move a nightstand to like a different area or something. It'll all come together in such a different way. A lot of people have been doing like these Chloe Ting workouts and stuff, and I'm actually thinking about doing that for a whole week or 2 weeks, however long the program is, and then recording my progress. Keep an eye out for that type of video, because like when you work out, like, you always feel better about yourself, at least I do. Making a list of goals is actually a really good and productive kind of thing to do. This gives you kind of a whole purpose. Like, that way you're not just sitting around and kind of waiting until this whole thing's over. Like, this will give you a whole list and goals of like what you want to accomplish until all of this comes to an end. And if you don't want to make a list of goals, make a list of other things, like things you want to do tomorrow, you know, like give structure to your day. Like, I want to wake up, like just write down all the things on what you want to do. Since we have a lot of time on our hands now, it will give you a perfect opportunity to catch up on all your Netflix shows. Some of my all-time favorites on Netflix is definitely Stranger Things. And if you have not seen Stranger Things yet, what are you doing? On My Block is also a really good series. The Society, I ended up watching that in like 2 days. They haven't come out with a new season yet, and it's really annoying. I don't know, if I forget any, they'll be on the screen right now. One thing you can do is to make a smoothie or a Starbucks barista kind of drink. There's also a lot of recipes on TikTok that you can also do. I personally like making this strawberry banana smoothie. It's really, really good. Smoothies, like, you can experiment so much with them. There's so many different kind of recipes, so many different kind of flavors and everything. And you really don't need much when you're making one. And I also like to make the caramel macchiato from Starbucks. I've made an exact replica of it. I've learned how to, at least. And if you don't like that drink from Starbucks, learn to make a different kind of fancy kind of drink. Make the whipped coffee trend that literally everyone knows about from TikTok. If you're a really extroverted kind of social person like me, another thing you can do is FaceTime with all of your friends. Do a group FaceTime. Apple came out with that update for a reason. Call your great-grandparents or grandparents, because they're probably, I don't know how they would feel about this whole thing, but like, maybe question them on it, like wonder how they're doing, because they can get lonely sometimes too, you know? You can also give your pets extra attention. I have 2 cats and they love attention. Now with all this time at home, you can pet them as much as you want, especially if you have a dog or any type of pet. Take Instagram pictures. Update your profile picture on Instagram by taking some new selfies and something. Do the mirror trend that is trending right now on TikTok. Everyone's taking their mirrors outside on their lawns and taking pictures in them. Another thing you can do is to do your laundry. And if you don't know how to use a washer or dryer, this is the perfect time to learn how to do that. It helps you stay on top of things. I mean, it's something to do. Instead of binge watching Netflix, binge watch YouTube if you like YouTube more. I mean, I equally love them both. Binge watch my videos. Shameless self-promo kind of thing. Do your nails. This will take a long time, especially if you're doing your own acrylics. I just did these a couple hours ago. It took me 4 hours to do these nails. They're not even that good, and it passed a lot of time. Way more time than I wanted it to, because I wanted to film this video earlier in the day. If you're also on the more creative side, you can DIY something. This really big trend that's been going around is to get cheap sweatpants and like a sweatshirt from Walmart and tie-dye it, or bleach anything. Literally anything. People have been bleaching like any type of color, tank tops or anything. If you're reorganizing everything, I'm sure you have some old clothes you might want to spice up. And if your wallet can handle it, do some online shopping. A lot, and I mean by a lot, of stores have been doing a lot of big online sales. Like a couple days ago, Urban Outfitters had 50% off everything on their site. Stay in tune for a summer haul, because I ordered quite a bit of things from like other places too. You love clothes and shopping and you miss going to the mall, and definitely do some online shopping. It passes time and you get clothes, but your wallet like loses money. Clean your makeup brushes. If you're someone like me who doesn't really clean them that much, I will admit I go a couple months without cleaning them. Take advantage of the time and clean your makeup brushes and give them some treatment because they're probably really, really dirty. And the last thing you can do is to make a face mask or have a spa kind of self-care night. Do like some bath bombs and some Epsom salt in your bathtub, put on a face mask, make a face mask. There's so many recipes on Google. It passes time, at least for me. When I'm in the bathtub, I'll be in there for like 3 or 4 hours. Now you have all the time in the world to focus on yourself, your own health, your mental health, your physical well-being. Take advantage of it. So I hope you enjoyed all of these things to do, and I really hope you leave this video at least having one thing to do. If you try anything that I mentioned, comment down below. Make sure to subscribe and like this video too. I mean, if you want. I'm not forcing you to do anything. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next week. Bye!